All right, Uber 757 here. I just left a Steak and Shake and got some lunch for myself and someone else. I drove, but they paid for it, so that works for me. Anyway, I'm on Holland Road now, Virginia Beach, and earlier I was here on Holland Road, and I went to Japanese Auto Masters where my vehicle is being repaired at, and I went ahead and paid the current balance. Now, it might cost you a little bit more because you know how things are with shops. Sometimes you need this piece or whatever. But I went ahead and paid it, so it's paid as far as, you know, the current balance is concerned, paid. So hopefully Friday I'll pick it up. Hopefully it won't cost me any more, but we'll see. My experience so far with Japanese Auto Masters has been good. As of today, has been very good. Obviously, I'll let you know more about that as time goes on. But Japanese Auto Masters, they are here on Holland Road in Virginia Beach. The staff is friendly and courteous. The place is clean. You know, I told them when I dropped my car a couple days, dropped my keys off a couple days ago. I told them where my car was. They indeed have it. It's there. You know, so you know they're moving right along on it. So, and again, I went there because their rating on Google is higher than the place I saw in Virginia Beach, quite a bit higher. They're almost at 5 stars. Basically, I'm gonna call them 5 stars. Okay. It took me a while to find a 4-star on the reviews I saw. Well, this other place was just, you know, had like 3.5 stars. So, excuse me. So I'm going home now from doing all that to eat some lunch. So that's what's going on with my car. Hopefully by this upcoming Friday, it'll be done and I'll be making videos from my vehicle and not from this borrowed vehicle that I'm borrowing from a relative. Next, I want to encourage you guys about something. In my past, financially speaking, I've had troubles. Quite a few troubles. I take responsibility for a great deal of them. Not all of them, obviously, because shit happens, but some of them were me being young, dumb, and full of, you know, the other stuff. The first 2, I'm not so young no more, not so dumb, and the last one, well, but you have to take responsibility as best you can for you. And that's part of why, not to get too much into politics, but part of why I am a conservative. Because they're about, or supposed to be about, taking responsibility for you. Now, especially over the last 3 years, I've been working diligently, especially with the help of my wonderful sister-in-law, to get my money issues straight. My credit used to be atrocious. And by the way, we're about to pass Japanese Auto Masters. You might just get a glimpse of it as I come around the road here on this construction. Right there is Japanese Auto Masters. Right there, boom, there's the building. And but anyway, my credit was atrocious. Life happened. A lot of it was my fault. There, I said it, and just try to own up to it. Within the past 3 years, vast improvements to my credit. My credit is now at 609. The first real light at the end of a tunnel I saw was when I got my Cube, believe it or not, because I was able to go to a real dealership and get a car. Before, I tried to go and it was nearly impossible without me paying so much down that, you know, it wasn't going to happen. The next sign was I started getting letters in the mail saying I'd paid off X, Y, and Z. That was good. The next thing was, believe it or not, my transmission went, and I went and I got approved for credit to fix my vehicle. That was another good sign. And then lastly, a few days ago when I went to a Nissan dealership locally, I went to Nissan of Chesapeake. I was quickly approved for credit. Credit score is 609. I know many of you have much better credit scores, but trust me, for where I came from, that's stellar. And they approved me quickly. But as you know from my last video, because of the negative equity in my cube, and I didn't want to pay but so much per month, it wasn't going to happen. But I wanted to go there and see what they had to say, seeing as how they did give me some rebates. They did consider I was a veteran, and at the beginning of the year, a lot of times these places cut prices tremendously, and so I wanted to see what they had to say, because I was this close to leaving with a brand new Sentra that I test drove. But I want to encourage you to keep on pushing. In some of your cases, you may have to file for bankruptcy. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. But try to see if there's other ways before you do that, and check with a professional about that. But I want to just mention that and encourage you, because today another thing happened. In the past, you know, I applied for a credit card because they'd say, hey, you're pre-approved. Okay. I apply, oh, we're sorry, regret to reform you, you're not approved. Well, why'd you send me a damn card if you have my you know? Well, today, I got a credit card in the mail. All I have to do now is call them and activate it. The balance for the credit card is not stellar. It's only $400, but remember, this is coming from a guy that couldn't even get a credit card. So for me, that's wonderful. And many of you out there are in the same boat. So I'm mentioning those things to encourage you to keep pushing forward. Even when you're having things happen in your life, like what's happening right now with my car, that's a little bit of a setback, I wanted to encourage you to keep pushing forward. I will leave my Uber and Lyft referral codes in the description as usual. I will leave a link to my link anyway to GoFundMe, my GoFundMe page. If you're able to help me out with that at all, $1, $5, $10, it's quick to do. I appreciate your help. Thank you. And lastly, I want to leave a link for you in the description. It's to an app called Mile IQ, and it is a mileage tracking app. So you can keep track of your mileage accurately, and that'll help you at tax time. And soon, I'll be making a video talking about doing taxes, and I'll introduce you to a relative of mine whom has helped me on a lot of my money issues, and who can help you too. And she is constantly upgrading herself in the field of taxes and can help you with your tax situation. And of course, when that happens, we're going to leave contact information in the description at that time when that happens. But that'll probably be a couple more weeks away before that happens. So stay tuned for that. All right, Uber757, I'm out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Later.